Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that Sky Sports journalist Domesh Sheth has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms yes, world-class player is going to sign for Arsenal, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup England international and West Ham United midfielder Declan Rice. Declan Rice will ultimately end up at Arsenal this summer, according to Sky Sports journalist Domesh Sheth. The reporter was speaking to Haters TV about a number of transfer rumours heading into this summer, and he was asked a few quick-fire questions about who will end up where. Inevitably, Sheth was asked about Rice to Arsenal, and he was quite bold in his reply. Indeed, Sheth avoided straying into the territory of saying maybe when asked about Rice to Arsenal, instead giving a strong yes, indicating that he expects this one to happen. Sheth said that he expects this deal to happen. We're going to go into a real quickfire. I'm going to say a name and a team, and you just say in your opinion if you think it will happen. Yes, no, or maybe. Try not to say maybe for every single one. We'll start with the big one, Declan Rice. Sheth was asked, to Arsenal. Yes, Sheth said. Fair play to Sheth for not sitting on the fence here. Time and time again you see transfer journalists beating around the bush and adding caveats to their stories. But Sheth has been very straightforward here. He expects the world-class midfielder to join Arsenal, of course, with many twists and turns to go in this race. Time will only tell if the Sky journalist proves to be correct in his prediction. But at least he has made a prediction. Manchester City could well scupper this deal. But, as Sheth says, Arsenal are still looking the most likely to get this deal done. The second Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms green light from the player, as he has some big Jurrien Timber news. As Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Netherlands international and AFC Ajax midfielder Jurrien Timber, Arsenal will make another push to sign Ajax defender Jurrien Timber after being encouraged from the player's side of things. Timber is another player on Mikel Arteta's hit list as he looks to add to his squad before the Gunners go away for pre-season touring. As we know, Declan Rice remains a key target for Arteta and Arsenal. But other players are wanted, with Timber among the names being mentioned in recent weeks. And according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal will put in another bid for Timber in the coming days. Taking to Twitter just now, Romano has confirmed the news all Arsenal fans will have been wanting to see. The transfer guru has confirmed that the Gunners will now push to sign Timber after being given the green light from the defender to make their move. Arsenal are desperately trying to add to their squad in order to challenge Manchester City again next term. Kai Havertz is expected to sign, while there remains confidence a deal for Rice will be done eventually. Of course, Man City are circling on that front. You have to admire Arsenal here. All the players they are going for are the perfect age, but at the same time are already good enough to step up into proceedings right now. Timber is another who fits the ideal profile of player the Gunners are seeking. He has had a great upbringing with Ajax, is already a Dutch international, and has a huge ceiling. Clearly, he fancies the move as well, which is just as important for the Gunners right now. Top players are a must this window, and Timber certainly fits things. The third Arsenal news is that FC Intern News via Sport Witness has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm club expects very important Arsenal bid for one of the top 3 midfielders in Europe, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of Italy international and Inter Milan midfielder Nicolo Barella. Arsenal have been one of the most active clubs in the transfer window so far this summer. The Gunners have reportedly sealed a deal for Kai Havertz and are in talks over Declan Rice and Jurrien Timber. Now, a report from Italy has suggested that Arsenal will also be turning their attention to Nicolo Barella. FC Intern News, via Sport Witness, claims the Gunners could look to launch a bid for the Italy international. The report claims that Inter expect Arsenal and Manchester United to make very important offers for Barella. Both clubs have apparently knocked on the door of both Inter and Barella's agent, announcing the next moves. However, Arsenal may have to put forward a pretty big payment if they want to bring the 26-year-old to the Emirates. Barella's club reportedly rejected a €70 million bid from Newcastle, and it would be necessary to go much further. What Arsenal are planning to put on the table is not yet clear, added the report. However, it's logical to hypothesize that their Barella budget would be similar to what they would spend for Declan Rice, by the sounds of it. Arsenal could see the Azuri ace as a potential alternative to the West Ham ace. Arsenal, or Man United, haven't made a move just yet, as per the report. However, it claims that, for them just to sit down at the table, the proposal must be indecent. This is a very interesting report. But as good as it would be for Arsenal to move for Barella, we must take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously the Gunners will have alternatives in mind for every one of their targets. That's the name of the game. Admittedly, the Hammers aren't making it easy for Arsenal over Rice. But why would they? He's their main asset and they want adequate recompense. Barella would no doubt be a great alternative, as he's a world-class player in his prime, ahead of Euro 2020. Former Italy ace Nicolo Barella said the reported Liverpool target was one of the very best in Europe. Barella is one of the top 3 midfielders in Europe and he is worth €90 million, £77 million, Italy icon Nicolo Barella previously told Tuttosport, via Football Transfers. However, as good as he is, Rice has extensive Premier League experience and is a bit younger. Arsenal will no doubt try their hardest for him, and only if, say he was to join someone else, then would they look elsewhere. The final Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms what is now heard about Arsenal and Kai Havertz, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Germany international and Chelsea attacker Kai Havertz. Arsenal are on the verge of bringing Kai Havertz to the Emirates Stadium this summer. The Gunners have reportedly struck a deal with Chelsea over the Germany international. There have been plenty of positive updates regarding Arsenal's pursuit of Havertz in recent days. Fabrizio Romano has now taken to Twitter with the latest he has heard on the timescale of the move. The Transfer Insider says the Gunners have confirmed the plan for Havertz. Havertz will reportedly have a medical later this week. While a formal contract has already been sent, this will be checked, then it will be official, added Romano. Havertz will join for £65 million plus add-ons and will pen a long-term deal as the first Arsenal summer signing. It's nice when transfer speculation goes beyond the report. Interested in why and into the finer details. Arsenal seem to be on the verge of landing Havertz. Barring any major late issues, he seems Emirates bound. Mikel Arteta and Edu have wasted no time in identifying players who'll make their already great team even better. Havertz was a revelation at Bayer Leverkusen and is a sensational player. However, Chelsea don't seem to have got the best out of him. You can't help but think that Arteta knows exactly how to get the best out of Havertz and get him firing on all cylinders. Let's see how things go. Hopefully it'll be a case of hours or days before Arsenal get everything over the line. The Gunners are also reportedly hoping to sign Jurrien and Declan Rice, so who knows, we might get multiple signings in a matter of days. It's shaping up to be an interesting transfer window for Arsenal, which should then lead into a highly anticipated pre-season and season. Do you know the Arsenal news on Jurrien? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.